Hola amigos, Miss Leah here from Language U, and today we are reading one of my favorite stories. Well, not with the book. We're using some props today, and these are the props that I used years ago when I came up with a story on the spot with my pre-K students. So I've been telling it since 2018 and I still love to tell it today. This story is called Amigos, Pingüinos. Let's get into it. Once upon a time, there was a chico pingüino, a boy pingüino, and he lived in a colony of pingüinos with his familia, his family, and his amigos, his friends. One day, when he was having the best day ever, he saw somebody new in the colony. It was a chica pingüino, a girl pingüino, and she was standing all alone and looking so sad. Chica Pingüino was new to the colony of pingüinos, and she didn't have any amigos, no friends. And this made the Chico Pingüino feel very sad for her because she was all alone. So the Chico Pingüino thought to himself, what is the most treasured gift of a pingüino? Does anybody know? Is it a car? Is it a refrigerator? No, it's piedras, pebbles, and not just any pebbles, ones that shine in the light of the sun and feel soft on your cheek. They're special little piedras that you find for a special amigo friend. So the Chico Pingüino knew what he must do. He was going to leave the safety of the colony to go find the piedra perfecta, the perfect pebble for the Chica Pingüino. Adios, Chico Pingüino. So he was off, wibble-wobbling all the way to where the land meets the sea. He climbed up to the top of a cliff, looked out below, and do you think he turned back? No! He said, "Cowabunga!" and dove right into the cold water below. He swam past the seaweed that tickles your toes, and he swam past the sharks that want to gobble up your nose, and he swam all the way to an isla, an island that was covered in piedras, pebbles. The Chico Pingüino looked around. There were so many to choose from. Which one was the piedra perfecta, the perfect one? Chico Pingüino looked and he looked, and the first one he spotted, was a piedra grande, a big piedra. And it was so heavy, but he was proud of himself for finding this giant piedra. So he started wibble-wobbling back. No, that piedra was too grande. It was too big, so we had to leave the piedra grande behind. Adios, piedra grande. And so he searched, and this time he thought maybe he should find a piedra pequeña, a teeny tiny one. And that's what he found. Oh, so teeny tiny. Okay, but the moment he started to walk back, swoosh! The piedra fell from his little flipper. No, it was too small. Adios, piedra pequeña. Poor Chico Pingüino. He was so lost. Which piedra? But then he thought to himself, maybe instead of finding the biggest piedra or the smallest piedra, maybe he should find one that fit perfectly in Chica Pingüino's little flipper. And that's exactly what he did. There is our piedra perfecta. So Chico Pingüino wibble-wobbled back to the edge of the island, and he jumped into the cold water, and he made it all the way back to the Chica Pingüino. And she saw him coming over, and she was like, what is happening? That's when the Chico Pingüino handed the Chica Pingüino the piedra, and she loved it so much that she put the piedra in her lasso, her bow, to keep with her for all of her days. And that is how the the Chico Pingüino and the Chica Pingüino became amigos, friends. The end. Thanks for watching, amigos. Adios.